Recently, Toyota had a recall for over 100,000 Tacomas, and it's related to the brake lines. In this video, I will go over the defect information report and look at the root cause. How did they figure out this was a problem and why this was a problem? Let's get to it. Hey, it's LSF here today, and today we're here to look at the Tacoma recall. Again, over 100,000 Tacomas are recalled based on the brake line failing. So it becomes a safety recall. So we're going to here look at the defect information report and try to understand more about this recall. So first thing, we know that the manufacturer is Toyota Motor Manufacturing, Baja, California, which is actually in Mexico. So that's TMMBC, and we also have Toyota Motor Manufacturing, I'm not going to try this, TMMGT, and it's also Mexico as well. So you can see that there's two plants that are manufacturing Tacomas in Mexico. And the manufacturing of the rear brake hose is this HC Carretero SA CV, whatever that is, okay? So country of origin is Mexico. So definitely when you look at this, Tacoma's going to the US, and if the Trump tariffs do come up, we will see a 25% tariff. And then also these parts were probably built in Mexico, sent to the manufacturer, and then assembled, and then shipped as one product. So this product will not be tariffed until it actually gets onto the car. So taking the address and looking at this HC Carretero, and we're looking at this division here, I see that's based on this Proterial Cable America Incorporated. So how do we know about this Proterial? Is because when we look at the manufacturing facility here, we can see the address of the manufacturing facility. So Proterial Cable America Incorporated. But funny thing is, it was actually called Hitachi Cable America. So again, another Japanese originated company, now rebranded as Proterial Cable America Incorporated. So it doesn't feel Japanese anymore. All right, so the cars that are impacted. So Toyota Tacoma 4-wheel drive 2024 to 2025 built into two manufacturing plants. So for this TMMBC, January 17th, 2024 to January 17th, 2025, just 1 year. TMMGT is January 2nd to January 13th, 2025. So you definitely see that there's a little bit difference in time frame. And again, if you look at when you open the driver's side door, when you look at that sticker, top right corner, you just see 01/24, whatever 24 really, and then also 01/25. Those are the ones that most likely will be recalled. So when you look at here, you also see there's two part numbers, one for the right side and one for the left side. So 2128 and 2129, and we'll go into one of the suppliers. So this is 29. You can see that the MSRP is $55.40. It's on discount right now for $41. And when we look at the other side, the 28, you can see same price, $55.40, and it's $41 right now in this dealership when you buy it. So when you look at it from a parts perspective, MSRP is about $110 US. So for owners who actually have Tacomas, and you think that, okay, I'm not impacted because I have 18-inch wheels. Well, I think you want to hold off, because when you look into this, it says that the recall applies to the vehicles equipped with 4-wheel drive and a combination of 16-inch brakes and 17-inch wheels. Okay, but Toyota is continuing to investigate 2024 to 2025 Tacomas equipped with 2-wheel drives and with a combination of 16-inch brakes and 17 or 18-inch wheels. Okay, and other 4-wheel drive Tacomas with 16-inch brakes and 18-inch wheels as well. So they're still determining if there will have a potential for a brake fluid leak. So at the end, it could mean that all vehicles are going to be recalled. But at this point, they're only recalling 4-wheel drive, 16-inch brakes with 17-inch wheels. Model year 2024 to 2025 Tacomas with 17-inch brakes are different brake systems, so those are not impacted. Okay, so 16-inch brakes with 17, 18, all-wheel drive or two-wheel drive, they're not finalized. Right now, they've only finalized four-wheel drive 16-inch brakes with 17-inch wheels. So right now it's 106,061 vehicles, and then plus whatever was in Canada that we saw before. So the description of the problem, okay? The subject four-wheel drive vehicle are equipped with 16-inch brakes where the brake hose attached to the rear brake calipers transfer brake fluid under hydraulic pressure to the calipers for braking. These components are positioned inside the rear of the Toyota 17-inch wheels. The brake calipers and the wheel of the specific size combination have a clearance between the brake hose and the wheels such that if mud or dirt builds up in the interior of the wheel, when operating under certain off-road conditions, this mud dirt can contact the brake hose. Over time, this may damage wear through the brake holes, causing a brake fluid leak. This lead to reduction of brake performance and increase the braking distance, which could increase the risk of a crash. So they're saying mud and dirt. I don't know if snow or ice will actually impact this as well. Okay, because over time we really don't know, because probably mud and dirt has more friction, but snow and ice has less. So maybe that's why it's only mud and dirt. Follow me on Instagram at LSFT Videos. You can see updates on my experience with the NX450H Plus, which may not be shown on any future videos. You can reach out to me via direct messaging if you have any questions on your Lexus. If you like this video, you can provide me feedback in the comments below, like this video, share it with your friends. This definitely will help with the YouTube algorithms. Press the subscribe button and bell icon and get notified when new videos show up. And lastly, if you want to support me further, you can provide me a super thanks, or visit my Amazon storefront before you purchase anything from Amazon, or you can purchase products from the list on the items that I've been using with my vehicle or at home at no extra cost to you. And now let's continue with the video. Alright, so now let's look at what happened and how did they find out. So between July 2024 and October 2024, so around mid-July, Toyota received a dealer report. So the dealer actually went to Toyota and said that there is a Tacoma, 2024 Tacoma, where the rear brake hose leaked. The vehicle was a four-wheel drive with a combination of the 16-inch brakes and a 17-inch Toyota wheel. So further inspection, the dealer technician found that the rear hose were damaged and worn through. So meaning it rubbed with the dirt and it actually worn through and it started to leak. It was also noted that the brake hose was able to rub against the mud and dirt that was built up in the inside of the rear wheels. Toyota was able to recover the brake holes and they were doing additional investigation on it. So during that time, Toyota confirmed that the manufacturing process used to install the brake hose was following and everything was good. So definitely was not a manufacturer defect. So then Toyota began looking at the design of the rear braking system. So as a result, the design review, Toyota found that the clearing distance between the brake hose and the wheel of a 16-inch rear brake and the 17-inch wheel is less than other combinations. And number two, vehicles with 16-inch and 17-inch brakes was using the same brake hose, but the positioning of the rear brake hose of the 16-inch brakes is different and outside of the rear caliper profile. So then November 2024 to January 2025, before the recall. So based on this review, Toyota undertook a study using the model year 2024 to 2025 Tacoma, two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive models equipped with 16-inch brakes and 17 or 18-inch wheels to understand the effect of mud and dirt buildup on the wheel. So Toyota was able to replicate the buildup of the mud and dirt inside the wheel of the four-wheel drive models, but they were not able to do that with the two-wheel drive. And Toyota was able to confirm that the contact between the rear brake hose and the mud dirt buildup on the four-wheel drive models with the 16-inch brake and the 17-inch wheel combination due to the relatively small clearance, but was not able to replicate it on the larger 18-inch wheels with a larger clearance between the hose and the wheel. As a result of the testing, Toyota concluded that the four-wheel drive vehicles with 16-inch rear brakes and 17-inch Toyota wheels may experience rear brake hose damage due to a smaller clearance between the brake hose and the wheel. And if when you're operating off-road conditions where mud and dirt can build up in the interior of the wheel, it can contact the hose, and over time, because of the mud, it will actually rub against and causing the brake hose to wear out and then causing the brake fluid to leak. So with that, we know that braking performance will actually go down and it will increase the braking distance, which actually would cause you to have a crash because you are used to braking, let's say 100 feet. Now it becomes 130, then that will be a problem. So based on all of that, on January 31st, they decided that they need to conduct a voluntary safety recall. So definitely I would say there's a few things. After off-roading, you probably should go and get a car wash, so I get all that mud and dirt off the wheels and all that, then that should not be a problem. But definitely you should actually get this recall done to ensure that you have good braking hose and you'll not have this problem. So when they look at this, they're saying that as of January 29, 2025, they actually went and found that there are 5 field reports and 12 warranty claims received in the US related to this problem. So there has been issues, and I like kudos to Toyota. They've actually went back to the designs and looked at, okay, it was a problem with the design and not a manufacturing defect. So they're saying that affected vehicles will be sent a notification by April 7th, 2025, and they've sent information to the dealers already on February 6th. So here we have it's the 25 TB04 and the 25 TA04. So as usual, they would say by April 7th, so they will start sending it out March 24th. So depending on snail mail and all that, you'll see it late March or early April, but after April 7th, you still don't see it, and you don't see it in your Toyota app, then it probably won't apply to you. And last but not least, looking at the cost of this recall, so you can see that the one that they have with the Camry NX RX for the seatbelt, it costs about $7.5 million with MSRP. But when you look at the Tacoma one, because of the volume of the vehicles, we're looking at 11.7 million US dollars. So again, to them, not a lot of money, but to us, that seems to be a lot. But definitely, these brake hoses don't cost them $55.40 to produce. But then it does include dealer labor costs and all that to install and check and get it all done. So overall, about a $11 million recall. I hope that you found that this video was informative, and until next video, drive safely. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, share this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can provide me a super thanks. And until next time, cheers.